Hello, with you Guru Markets. Let's start with some summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause it. We propose to consider all the indicators of the organization under study more closely. Now let's look at the main indicators of the corporation Establishment Labs, ticker ESTA. This review was created using data as of May 21, 2025. By classification Guru.Markets company Establishment Labs Holdings Inc. belongs to the subcategory Specialized Medical Equipment. 37 companies take part in the comparison, and this is quite representative. Look for the order table at the end of the video. The overall result for the company under study is minus 8.5 out of 10 points. Average score for the subcategory, 2.4 points. If you look at it from a very broad perspective, within the framework of the entire US market in general, we can see that the average result for the entire US stock market as a whole is 1.9 points. Against a rating of minus 8.5 points for the company Establishment Labs Holdings Inc. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares Establishment Labs and subcategory shares, we will see that in 12 months the shares Establishment Labs showed a dynamics of minus 35%. Against the price dynamics in the subcategory of 17.4%. Market capitalization of a corporation Establishment Labs Holdings Inc. valued at $1.09 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $64 billion. Establishment Labs accounts for a share of 1.705% and is one of the smaller companies in the subcategory. The company's book value is $0.04 billion. With a balance sheet capitalization of $14 billion, the subcategory is worth $14 billion. Establishment Labs accounts for 0.262%. By comparing the shares of market and balance capitalization, we see the following. Share Establishment Labs in the subcategory when assessing the stock market value is 1.705%. Book value capitalization is 0.262%. This is 85% less than the market value share. Evaluation of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The organization under study has debt obligations of $0.22 billion. Debt to book value is 550% of the company's equity. The company's debt rating, very bad, minus 2 points. The ratio of the company's market value to its profit is 0. Average in subcategory 0. Evaluation of the company's market value to profit ratio in comparison with companies in the subcategory, very bad, minus 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was minus $89 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is negative for the company's prospects. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The company's price-to-sales ratio is 6.4. The average in the subcategory is 3.7, which is 73% higher than the average in the subcategory. Evaluation of the company's market price to revenue ratio in comparison with the subcategory indicators, TALET, minus 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $170 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. This is bad for the company's prospects. Assessment of the indicators of projected future sales in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The marginality is minus 52.3%, with an average in the subcategory of -5%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 47.3%. Sales margin assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, passable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of personnel numbers in the subcategory is 1.899%. This is 11% more than the market capitalization share. The amount of capital per employee of the company is equal to $1,070,000, and for the subcategory, $1,192,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 10.2%. Assessment of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is -$87.5 thousand. The average in the subcategory is -$16.2 thousand. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 440%. Evaluation of profit per individual employee in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory, TALET, -0.5 points. The sales volume per individual employee of the organization is $167,000. Subcategory, $326,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 95%. Evaluation of the share of revenue per employee of the company in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory, passable, -0.5 points. Shares for sale account for 18%, compared to an average of 6.4% for the subcategory. This is an indicator of the risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 64% for the company Establishment Labs Holdings Inc. Whereas in the subcategory this level is approximately 63%. The company's current share price is around $37.67. The consensus price estimate for the company's shares is approximately $53.01. The difference between the actual estimate and the consensus forecast is approximately 41%. Let's look at the order table. It is available. A link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made in a given season by the information and reference system for stock evaluation Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is free and open. Link in the pinned comment. As a result of the valuation of the company's securities Establishment Labs information system of Assessment Guru.Markets, the following decision was made. Open a short trade at $37.66. The deal was opened due to the fact that the company has a rather low valuation. The company's assessment was carried out based on the assessment criteria, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 29.54. Stop loss is set at 45.78. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss, then the order closes automatically at the end of the trading session on June 20th, 2025, or on the last trading day before the specified date. Ticker GMED will be the main buy order. The video on the main order has already been published on the channel. When closing any of the orders, basic or balancing, the opposite order is closed at the final price. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets.